This is what I mean when I say my horse trains me well.
Sit.
You're meditating, but your bro is all about that parkour life. Who doesn't need hugs? Even a 1,000-pound soul needs one.
The most powerful daily prayer for any time and before meditation, which is the order from God, and Supreme Master Ching Hai shares with us by His blessed grace.
We humbly worship, praise, thank, obey, and love God Almighty, the Most High, the greatest, for world vegan, world peace, and our soul liberation. We thank, love, praise the only Son of God, who is the ultimate Master for our salvation. We follow the teaching of all the saints and sages. We thank, love, and praise them, who are the representatives of God for our spiritual elevation.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/VEG.
Манай нэвтрүүлгүүд олон хэлээр гардаг. Зочлох хаяг suprememastertv.com/schedule болон suprememastertv.com/VEG.
Also, be sure to follow us on our socials: YouTube, Facebook, Getter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Nico Nico, Pinterest, Reddit, Substack, Telegram, Threads, TikTok, Truth Social, Tumblr, VK, and X, previously known as Twitter, in multiple languages by searching Supreme Master TV.
With our gratitude and sincerity, we thank, praise, and love the utmost Trinity, the most powerful reunited ones for world vegan, world peace, and our soul liberation.
Vegan cheese is anything but ordinary when you craft your own. This vegan cheese is bold and smoky with a spicy kick, and its flavor is irresistible enough to turn any dish into a showstopper. Dairy-free fermented cheese, part 2 of 4, spicy vegan smoked cheese with sauerkraut juice. Stay tuned for tips on crafting your own homemade vegan cheese.
Mahamadi, I regard every living being as the same son. How could I allow the eating of their flesh? I do not compliantly rejoice eating of meat, much less I myself would eat. Lankavatara Sutra, Buddhism.
As you bike through the sunflower-lined roads of Gascony and western Occitania, you can hear the cicada frogs humming in the air. A farmer tips his hat with a sunny smile and greets you with "Vaplan." That means, "How's it going?" in Occitan, the lyrical language still spoken in the idyllic Occitan countryside. My name is Valerie. Occitania thrives in its quiet corners, where stone farmhouses stand alongside ancient pilgrimage routes and communal vegan meals are filled with hearty laughter. The warm-hearted Occitans welcome you with rustic charm and deep-rooted joy. May your heart overflow with gratitude in the gracious benevolence of the divine.
Look at this distinguished gentleman. Look at the way he is sitting. Yes, very distinguished.
Me after tasting a drink my friend bought me. Nice. For those curious, here's why horse on the farm requires a dog buddy.
Welcome to our show, Dairy-Free Fermented Cheese, Part 2 of 4, Spicy Vegan Smoked Cheese with Sauerkraut Juice. Cheese making has been around for centuries, and the flavor of traditional cheese relies on dairy, natural fermentation, and careful aging. However, fermented vegan cheeses, which use ingredients such as nuts and seeds, are becoming a preferred option for many due to their compassionate appeal, health benefits, and the versatile characteristics of the final products. Today, we'll be preparing a spicy vegan smoked cheese that delivers a rich, smoky flavor with a spicy kick. This vegan cheese is prepared with cashews and fermented sauerkraut juice, which contains probiotics and gives the cheese a tangy taste. It's steamed during the process, so the end product doesn't contain active probiotics. The inclusion of mochi provides a chewy, stretchy quality that mimics the gooey melt of traditional dairy cheese. This vegan cheese is highly versatile, and its application is limited only by the imagination. Paired with vegan crackers, olives, and dried fruits for a smoky, spicy bite, or use it as a topping for tacos. Before starting to make sauerkraut, it's important to wash all the utensils with hot, soapy water and rinse thoroughly to remove residuals, especially oil, as oil can inhibit the beneficial probiotics, lactic acid bacteria, which promote spoilage and mold growth, leading to rancidity. There are 650 grams of shredded fresh cabbage in this mixing bowl. Add 2.5 teaspoons of salt. Use both hands to massage the cabbage. Squeeze and knead the shreds to remove moisture. When the size of the cabbage shreds shrinks significantly, let them rest and allow more liquid to be drawn out naturally. After 15 minutes, continue to massage the cabbage to squeeze out more liquid. Grab the cabbage shreds by both hands to squeeze out the liquid, and then place the cabbage shreds in a glass jar. Press the cabbage shreds down firmly inside the jar and try not to leave any air bubbles, since even a small quantity of air can cause mold, improper fermentation, or a softer texture. Skim and discard the foam floating on the salt water. Then pour it into the glass jar to submerge the cabbage. Cover the shredded cabbage completely with 1 or 2 pieces of cabbage leaves to prevent the shreds from contact with air. Place a small plate in the jar to ensure the cabbage remains submerged. Cover the glass jar, ensuring the lid is not tightly closed, as gas produced during fermentation needs to be released. Leave the cabbage to ferment. The ideal temperature for fermenting sauerkraut is between 16 degrees Celsius and 24 degrees Celsius, or 60 degrees Fahrenheit and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. For the best flavor and texture, a cooler, slower fermentation is recommended, aiming for the lower end of that range, around 18 degrees Celsius to 21 degrees Celsius, or 65 degrees Fahrenheit to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. This slower process results in a more nuanced and complex flavor profile. After about 5 to 7 days, the pH level drops low enough to make the sauerkraut good to eat, with a lighter, tangier, and fresher flavor. This quick, tangy, and crunchy sauerkraut can be stored for 6 to 12 months in the refrigerator if you close the jar tightly. However, traditional sauerkraut fermentation takes 3 to 6 weeks to develop a more complex, deeply sour flavor and a robust probiotic profile. For today's recipe, we'll be using sauerkraut juice. Retrieve the small plate and the cabbage leaves first. Pour the sauerkraut into a strainer over a bowl to collect the juice. Squeeze out more juice by pressing the sauerkraut. We'll use the juice later. Wise viewers, we'll take a moment now to thank the world's teachers and educators for their invaluable guidance in inspiring minds, instilling confidence, nurturing curiosity, and empowering students to become spiritual, virtuous, and contributing members of society. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. We'll be right back.
Vegan, because we must save our home, the planet.
Supreme Master TV Max. Maximize nearly limitless blessings everywhere. The new version of Supreme Master TV Max channels immeasurable blessings from the supreme grace of God. How to best utilize this free of charge tool. Easy. Play it on as many devices as possible.
Buy more, no use telephones, old tablets, anything. The more the better. Spread it anywhere, in your garage, in your garden, in your car, on your bus, at your work, quietly of course, everywhere. The more the better, because right now the blessing power is spread out so incredibly, almost like limitless. So you make use of that in order to strengthen the positive power in this world, to help me to save it, okay? Save people.
Go to suprememastertv.com/max. Click the button that is for your device. One is for PC or Android phone or tablet. The other is for Apple iOS phone or tablet and any other device. Under that, you can click on the plus screens buttons for Max. Each Max screen has a nearly infinite number of screens behind it. 1 plus 119,200 Max. Watch one big screen of Supreme Master TV with a thin line of 119,200 screens of Max around it, along with additional smaller screens. The most powerful daily prayer can be viewed similarly, with even more Max screens surrounding it. Combo. See Supreme Master TV alongside 3 or more smaller screens of Max. Enjoy our TV and the immense blessing at the same time. The download button downloads a video or audio file of the most powerful daily prayer to your device to keep the positive energy flowing without an internet connection. Please tell all you know, all others, so this can help the whole world to be saved. Print out a Supreme Master TV Max card to distribute wherever you go, for example, if it is safe for you.
That kind of concentrated, huge, incredible energy will bless your home, bless your environment, your village, your town, or your city. And if many people do that, will bless your country, bless the world. Then our world will have less disasters, less war, more happiness, more intelligence, and more abundant blessings in our life. Just try it and you'll see the miracles that will happen.
Please visit suprememastertv.com/max, youtube.com/@folia999/streams, or youtube.com/@suprememastertvlive/streams.
I've had this baby squirrel for a few days now. He's eating, but he's not growing like he should be. Some baby squirrels do really well when they're being hand-raised and others don't, and unfortunately, this little one's not. There's a mama squirrel up there that I've been feeding pretty regularly, and we're gonna try to bring her down and see if she won't adopt this little guy, because honestly, his odds with her are much better than they are with me. So let's give this a try.
Never look at animal people flesh counter again? Good that you are a determined vegan. Bless you.
Welcome back to our show, Dairy-Free Fermented Cheese, Part 2 of 4, Spicy Vegan Smoked Cheese with Sauerkraut Juice. We have soaked 100 grams of cashews overnight. Now pour them into a blender and add 2 tablespoons of sauerkraut juice and 100 grams of drinking water. Close the lid and blend until it is fine and smooth. We'll now prepare the cashew puree for fermentation. Place a small dish in a bowl and place a cheese hoop on the dish. The dish is used to lift up the cheese hoop and prevent liquid whey from being released during fermentation in contact with the hoop. Lay a piece of cheesecloth inside the cheese hoop and pour in the cashew puree. Gather the edges of the cheesecloth and tie it with a cotton string. Be sure to leave some room for further fermentation. Place a lid on and then an empty glass bottle on the cheesecloth bundle to weigh down the cashew puree. Leave it in a warm and well-ventilated place to ferment. After 24 hours, the vegan cheese bundle has shrunk in size and will carry on with the next step. However, if you prefer a stronger flavor, you can move it to the refrigerator or leave it to continue fermenting for 4 to 7 days. Although the fermentation is slower, the longer the fermentation time, the stronger the flavor. After unwrapping the cheese bundle, collect all the curd and transfer it into a glass bowl. We'll combine the ingredients in a bowl by first adding 100 grams of Japanese mochi or rice cakes that have been cut into small pieces, so it'll be easier to soften and blend later. Add 80 grams of fermented cashew curd, half a teaspoon of black salt, a quarter teaspoon of smoked paprika, 2 tablespoons of melted vegan butter, half a teaspoon of white miso, a quarter teaspoon of liquid smoke, 1 teaspoon of Tabasco sauce, 5 tablespoons of corn flour, 3 tablespoons of tapioca flour, 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, 2 teaspoons of gum arabic, 1 tablespoon of glutinous rice flour, and 100 grams of drinking water. Mix well and cover the bowl with food-safe cling wrap. We'll steam the mixture in a pot now. When the water in the pot comes to a rolling boil, place the bowl of cheese mixture on the rack in the pot. Steam for 25 minutes at medium-high heat. Then retrieve the bowl from the pot. Remove the cling wrap. Scoop the steamed vegan cheese while it is still hot into a blender jug. It's easier to blend while it's hot. Put the lid on and start blending. As the consistency of the mixture is thick, it is necessary to pause blending and manually stir it. Repeat the blending and manual stirring process several times. Check to ensure that the Japanese mochi pieces have disintegrated and incorporated with the rest of the ingredients. Next, we'll shape the blended vegan cheese mixture in a mold. Place a piece of parchment paper on a glass bowl lid. Brush a layer of vegan butter on the inner surface of a 20 cm diameter stainless steel ring mold. And place it on the parchment paper. Scoop the vegan cheese mixture into the ring mold and smooth the surface. Then, cover the top with another piece of parchment paper. Using a mold pusher, gently press to flatten the vegan cheese mixture. Leave the pusher on the top of the mold for another 2 minutes. Cover the ring mold with a glass bowl and let the cheese mixture cool before refrigerating it overnight. Chilling allows the cheese to firm up and set properly, enhancing its texture while allowing flavors to melt and deepen, resulting in a richer taste. Now it's time to enjoy our vegan cheese, carefully unmolded. To serve, flip it onto a cheese paddle. Our spicy vegan smoked cheese is done.
Ingredients. For all ingredients, please use organic versions if available. For the spicy vegan smoked cheese, the ingredients are as follows: 80 grams of fermented cashew curd, 2 pieces or 100 grams of Japanese mochi or rice cakes, half teaspoon or 4 grams of black salt, quarter teaspoon or 2 grams of smoked paprika, 2 tablespoons or 24 grams of melted vegan butter, half teaspoon or 5 grams of white miso, quarter teaspoon or 2 grams of liquid smoke, 1 teaspoon or 6 grams of Tabasco sauce, 5 tablespoons or 45 grams of corn flour, 3 tablespoons or 24 grams of tapioca flour, 2 tablespoons or 12 grams of nutritional yeast, 2 teaspoons or 6 grams of gum arabic, 1 tablespoon or 9 grams of glutinous rice flour, 100 grams of drinking water, fermented curd, 100 grams of raw cashews, 100 grams of drinking water, 2 tablespoons or 30 grams of sauerkraut juice. Sauerkraut juice, 650 grams of shredded cabbage, 2.5 teaspoons or 13 grams of salt for salting.
Vegan, citizen of heaven. Our deepest gratitude to the reunited three most powerful, God, Timbuktu, and the Son of God, for saving our beautiful planet and all beings on earth.
Kind viewers, from the bold, smoky heat of spicy vegan smoked cheese to the rich, velvety decadence of vegan mascarpone, we've shown just how incredible dairy-free alternatives can be, and we have 2 more vegan cheese recipes to share at a later date. It's your turn to get creative and savor these flavors in your own kitchen. Keep cooking, experimenting with joy and passion, and proving that vegan cuisine is anything but ordinary. Thank you for joining us. Up next is Regain the Supreme Bliss, Part 8 of 10, on Between Master and Disciples in English and German with subtitles in many languages. May you always walk in the light of God, knowing that you are deeply loved and cherished.
Being vegan, having peace, doing good deeds. Life is a feast.